We'll talk about Murray a little bit later, but what sort of battle is he going to face? Because both of them, having lost their opening match, really it's a must-win for each of them, and you feel it's going to just be coming out all guns blazing, certainly for Raonic.
I think so. I mean, both of them are back to the wall. If they lose this, it's highly unlikely they're going to go through. So it's got to throw everything at it. I think Milos Raonic is pretty clear with the kind of tennis he wants to play. He knows his game revolves around that big serve and the big forehand. And if he gets into a rhythm, the backhand can also be dangerous. But the key is the first serve, getting that in play so that he can then, if he doesn't win the point directly, get his forehand into play.
Colin, I think you were commentating on Raonic's match the other day, were you, or not? Yeah. Was it his second serve in particular that things were letting him down a little bit? And he fought back so well in that second set before the horrendous tiebreak for him.
Yeah, I mean, his first round match against Federer, or his first group match, I should say, you have to give a lot of credit to Roger Federer. You know, Raonic's first service game, he came out and delivered 3 absolute bomb first serves that were over 140 miles an hour, and Federer just soaked them up and got back into play and broke in that game. He came out, he was so charged up from the reception he got, played an amazing first set. I'm really impressed with the way Raonic bounced back from that and was really competitive. Actually had a few chances in the second set. Unfortunately for him, once it got to the tie break, he kind of fell away. I think he lost it 7-love in the end, but you know, so he'll take positives from that second set, and he'll be looking to carry those over into the match today. He needs to serve well, as Miles says, because he's up against one of the best returners in the world, Andy Murray.
Yeah,
sorry. It was Federer himself said after the match that he felt that Raonic was possibly the better player in that second set, and he won it a little bit against the flow of play. But what Raonic didn't do in the match against Federer, which he did do in Paris, was hold a serve early on. That gives him the freedom from the baseline to play. So, you know, we say it all the time, but when you that style of game, if Milos Raonic can hold a serve, that gives him the relaxation to play from the back and take chances on his opponent's serve.
Yeah, indeed. And I think, Arvin, I'm right in saying that I read earlier today that I think Raonic has served over 1,000 aces on tour this year.
Yeah, no, it's quite incredible, isn't it? I mean, it's one of the best serves the game's ever seen. Certainly that first serve is just colossal. But I think apart from the serving as well, I think he'll be just a little bit disappointed with how he hit his forehand as well. And, you know, having covered that match in Paris, I mean, his forehand was a real weapon. He was running around his backhand. The angle he can create off the court, he breaks that double sideline so quickly, and it's impossible to chase down. And in the tiebreak, a few unforced errors came on that wing, and just generally throughout the course of the match, I don't think it fired as well as it did in Paris, and that's probably why he struggled as well. So it was a combination of things. Federer obviously upping his game as far as the return was concerned, but generally Raonic was just 5%, 10% off how well he played in Paris against him.
Yeah, and you can bet your bottom dollar that 5 or 10% will be pretty much back this evening because of the match he's got and how important it is, of course, for him and for his opponent Andy Murray. Now